Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Goblin Beat. A little tricky learn if you put your thumb over the top and act like it's not real. I didn't actually take it. Anyway, this episode of the Goblin Beat brought to you by the study of nephrology. Nephrology, study the liver. So, thank you for nephrology. We are resuming, actually no, not resuming. We are starting, this is our inaugural session. Probably should have done a better intro. For Against the Giants, our new central campaign after moving out of the Happy Tower by way of Ravenloft. It's been a fun time. Goodbye, Happy Tower. You weren't very happy at all.
No.
Not for anybody. I'll be playing Pim Sunspell, your resident mage who just realized he has to buy spell components. Silly. So, I will. Also joining us tonight is your resident paladin. Where's the smiley armor? Brandon playing Thane, adding.
Yep.
Hello, Brandon.
Hey.
We got John with us tonight playing Hollith.
What?
Not with us at the moment is Jesse playing Penzelm of House Dash. I'll just say he said it. I wasn't gonna say it. So anyway, Pansy of House Douche, because he's not here. We can't call him Bubbles anymore.
Can we call him Nozzle?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Pansy. We'll just call him Pansy. Anyway, some sort of elf who can do all sorts of stuff quickly, apparently. Then also running things tonight, hopefully not trying to kill us quite as hard as he was last time we played, is Danny.
Hey, I wasn't trying to kill you. I just built an adventure where if you did anything wrong, you would die.
Yeah.
You're also very tricky. Tricking some of us out of our inspiration.
Because anybody who watches our podcast, whoever the three of you are, knows that we think of things, we plan things very well, meticulously. I mean, sometimes we spend whole sessions doing nothing but planning exactly what we're going to do. We definitely don't just bum rush ahead and hope for the best. Anyway, speaking of which, I do have 2 6th level spells that I need to pick for advancing to the level of 11. 11 say. The 4 that I thought that were particularly good. Danny had some other suggestions, so we can talk about those if you want to. Or just straight up damage you spells. Chain Lightning, which is 3 bounces of lightning to the targets in range. Disintegrate, which does a ton of damage to one target, is not an evocation actually, so it would be outside of my focus. And if it does enough damage that it kills the target, then the target disintegrates. Freezing Sphere, which is like a sphere that just appears within a certain distance from you, and it does a lot of cold damage to whatever is around it. And then Sunbeam, which is a concentration spell which can last up to 1 minute, where you fire off shots of sunlight that do quite a bit of damage. Sunbeam, by my calculations, if you maintain it and have the targets that you actually do the most damage in total, because every round you can do 68 of radiant damage for up to 1 minute as long as you maintain your concentration.
I would agree that Sunbeam is good just because I think that. What's the save on Sunbeam?
It is Constitution.
Oh, well, yeah, I would do that because as a wizard, almost all of your saves are either dexterity, which is for most monsters that's the worst thing to have them save against because they have high dexterity. Constitution and strength, right? Those are the 3 that you always hope you don't have to have them make.
And you said Magic Jar and another one that I haven't had time to look at.
Yeah,
So,
Magic Jar and Soul Cage. I think Magic Jar would be the most fun. Like if I was playing a character and had a 6th level spell slot as a wizard, I would get Magic Jar. Now let's put your spirit in a jar, and then you can, as an action, you can take control of another creature within 100 feet of you's body. You take control of their body goes into the jar, and then you act as if you were them. You still have your class features, but you have their strength, dexterity, and constitution. And for all intents and purposes, you're them. If that body dies while you're in it, you shoot back to the jar, and then they come back to die in their body. And the saving throw against is charisma based, which most monsters have like an 8 charisma, right?
Right.
The Soul Cage is similar, but it's when something dies as a reaction, you can cast Soul Cage, trap their soul, and then you can use it for different things, like to get advantage on checks, and you can get answers out of it and things like that. The Soul Cage you could probably do without and just have like Speak with Dead if you needed a similar.
Yeah.
Ability.
Magic Jar sounds fun, so I think I'll take Magic Jar, and then Chain Lightning does 10d8 3 times over, but the save is Dex.
Yeah.
Like I said, Sunbeam is 68, but you can do it every round as long as you maintain concentration.
And it's Constitution based. Yeah, I might do that. I mean, you have so many spells that are Dex based already, and most of them you can cast at a higher level, so you can cast them at 6th level if you wanted to, right?
Yes.
Like Fireball or Lightning Bolt or anything like that.
Brandon, John, y'all got any opinions on this issue?
I say do whatever sounds like fun.
Disintegrate was impressive because it does 10d6 plus 40 force damage. So you're guaranteed 41 damage.
Wait, it's how many times plus 40?
10d6. So a potential of a...
You're guaranteed 50.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm an idiot. This is why I don't do math. So yeah, you're guaranteed 50 damage. Sorry.
So it's going to be somewhere between 50 and 100. Your average is going to be 75-ish.
Yes.
What's the save?
But it's Dex.
Really? That's weird. It's weird that dexterity is a save.
Well, it's a thin green ray that shoots out from you.
Okay.
So I guess they're trying to dodge it.
Is there like half damage if you miss or something?
It doesn't say half damage.
So it's basically save or die.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they save, they take nothing.
That sucks.
And if they're reduced to 0 hit points, then like y'all said, 50 damage. And then
I don't know. That one would be tempting because it would be fun to disintegrate something.
Yeah, but it's not an evocation, so again, it's not within my speciality. And then Freezing Sphere would be a large. So, and I'll draw back to that one too. Is it only targets one creature, and it's one off.
Can someone move Anselm's token? It's bugging me.
So whereas Freezing Sphere, shoots out and explodes somewhere within 300 feet, so really long range, and a 60-foot radius. And each creature in that must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 10d6, and on a successful save, it takes half.
Wow.
That's for the Freezing Sphere?
Mm-hmm.
Is it
every creature within a 60-foot radius?
Is there no secondary effect?
There is. If it touches water, it freezes that.
Okay. It would be slowed or something.
No.
Slowed by shaking knees.
Yeah.
So and I can, if I want to, after I cast a spell, I can refrain from firing the globe, and me or another creature can throw the globe up to 40 feet or further with a sling, and it shatters on impact.
Can't you just sit it somewhere and it'll explode after a certain amount of time?
After 1 minute, it shatters if it hasn't been thrown.
That one might be fun.
I know. So that's all I'm saying.
You sit it down and walk away.
I know, right? So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm having a really hard time because there are so many awesome spells. I mean, obviously, I think freezing sphere would be the best crowd control.
Yeah.
Disintegrate would be the best, like, single point of damage.
Is it evocation? Freezing sphere?
Yes.
And what benefit do you get with it being evocation?
I can shape it.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely helpful. Well, going in this campaign, are we suspecting, well, I mean, we don't know, but against the Giants, I'm assuming we're not going to be going against swarms.
We're fighting Tiamat.
And disintegrate is technically transmutation.
If it were me, I would take freezing sphere. It's in your wheelhouse, and it sounds like fun.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
All right, I think it's a good idea. Plus, I can use it like a delayed trap sort of thing.
Remember, it's really Otoluk. They just don't put the names in the Roll20 thing.
All right,
What?
cool beans.
Yeah, they don't put the names. Like Acid Arrow is Melf's Acid Arrow, but they just put Acid Arrow.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of a thing. I guess they don't believe in branding on Roll20.
They may not have
I was going to say they probably
the
only,
legal ability to.
Yeah.
unless they specifically license something.
They license everything else from Wizards. All right.
There might be further because those were created by specific people, authors. So there might be further issues there.
Yeah, I bet there's something like if you buy the player's handbook through them somehow on here, you can see them.
Maybe.
All right. That's like the SRD or whatever they call it. Okay, let's get started. So when last we played, you guys were vanishing in a sphere of silvery light from the astral plane.
Yep.
Right, yeah, astral plane.
Yep. Astral plane.
And as the light, John starts attacking stuff. Rolled a 1 with his brand new sweet axe. That's not a good.
No, that's what I was testing. It's still my old axe.
Oh, it's
You
you.
can change it.
It's you.
Yeah, and just to throw out there, when we got it definitely was not the spell issue before. We had to re-import all the spells because it wasn't doing the damage from the spell list. It was definitely not a side effect of the update on Roll20. It's just whenever the character gets imported into a new campaign, because mine did that again. So
Yeah, that's kind of crap.
yeah, I had to take a picture of all my spells and delete all the ones that do damage and look at the picture and re-add them.
Oh, I guess I need to check mine then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the silvery light fades, and you find yourself standing inside of a building. There's candlelight and firelight all around you, and there's different colors of light streaming in from stained glass windows on a second story, like about 15 to 20 feet above you. And
Is there romantic music playing?
now there's exciting epic music playing.
Oh,
And as the silvery light fades further, and you're able to better see what these images are all around you in the stained glass, you realize, well, especially Thane and Holoth realize these are images of Lathander. And as you guys are all kind of blinking, and you look, and standing right in front of you is a priest in the priestly garb of a high priest of Lathander. Well, yeah, not priest, probably. And standing to his side is another gentleman with kind of graying hair and beard, and both of them have their just like slack jawed, mouths wide open.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Holeth immediately makes the symbol of Lathander, which looks a bit like this.
And then he gets to punch everyone in the room because they looked.
After a couple seconds, the priest blinks, says, "Praise be to Lathander." and the guy next to him says, "Yes, praise," and they praise be, and they also do the symbol of Lathander.
And then they punch out.
Yeah, then everybody punches each other.
Yeah.
This Lathander guy is kind of a bro god, huh?
Yes. All right. The priest comes up to the two of you and says, "Praise be, brothers. We just asked for a boon and for help, and you've arrived." He offers his hand to shake hands with you all.
All right. Holeth shakes his hand real quick. He's happy to see another servant of Lathander.
All right. He says, my name is Raylar. I am the priest in charge of this shrine, and this is my friend, what's his name? Lord Garand Delzold. He granted us the space here to build the shrine upon in his estate, and he's a follower of the Warring Lord as well. The Lord comes up and shakes your hands, gentlemen. I cannot tell you how thankful we are to Lathander to have you as answer to our prayer.
Lathander works in mysterious ways. And how may we be of assistance to you?
Hey, what was the name of the Lord again? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's Garand Delzold. I'll type it into the.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea how to spell that.
There you go.
Delzold.
Delzold, yeah.
Just a quick check here. What planet are we on?
Lord Delzold smiles. You're in the city of Erebel in Cormyr.
Oh, great! We're back in Toril. That's good.
From where have you traveled, my friends? Come. Let us give you some food and some drink.
That'd be great. We just got through the happy tower. That was not that happy.
A tower, you say?
Oh yeah.
Right, he starts
interdimensional tower.
All right, he starts to lead you guys out of the shrine. You come out of the shrine and you realize you're in the middle of a fairly large and well-kept estate. You can see servants working all over the place. A couple of them look a little surprised to see the four of you walking out with the Lord after he walked in by himself, obviously with the priest earlier. And the sunlight, you can see that Delzold is he's fairly dark tan skin, olive skin, dark hair thinning a little bit on top, some gray in his manicured mustache and beard. He's got that manicured mustache that kind of comes up a little bit on the edges.
Oh, he waxes.
Yep. Raylar, the priest, looks actually in the sunlight in the shrine. You thought he was maybe 20 years old, 23, 24 the most. In the sunlight, you can get a better look at him. He's got a very youthful appearance, but he's probably in his mid-40s. Still got thick, long blonde hair, but he's clean shaven.
He's good with the ladies.
He seems way too somber to be getting much with the ladies.
He's good with the emo ladies.
He just keeps up. He just keeps up with the hipster fashions, is all.
Well, he's clean shaven, which is strange.
Yeah. Well, he's on the leading edge.
Right.
He looped all the way back again. That's how hipster he is.
That's right. All right. In any case, the Lord Delzold seems really, interested in the four of you. So how did you find yourselves being called by Lathander to our humble shrine?
Well, we got to the end of the Happy Tower and were granted our boons. And one of our boons was to be safely returned to Toril.
But Lathander guides all we do, so it couldn't have been chance that brought us to you.
I think there was some stuff about Lathander thrown in there with our boons. I think. I don't remember.
Indeed, the light and love of Lathander follows us everywhere, friend.
Yeah. He asked for a weapon, though. It didn't have anything to do with Lathander.
Well, your path seems strange indeed, but I'm glad to see you. And
Do we mention the vampires? We killed a lot of vampires. We were in a vampire dimension.
If we'll tell us about vampires, we should probably have wine first. At that point, you're getting into a fairly small dining room for a large estate. Probably only holds like 20 or 30 people. It's just like his little cozy dining room you expect.
So I guess maybe the more interesting question is, why were you, what aid were you seeking that led to us being summoned to you?
There's the question. He's waving servants around. People are like hustling to get food on the table for you guys. Do you have any requests? Any food you've missed from Toril since you've been? Or drink. Perhaps you've not had ale or.
All they had in Ravenloft was wine. So I will take a nice whiskey, please. Anything that you've got that's older than 20.
Of course. All right. So food and drink orders started to be taken.
Eel pie, too, if you got it. I would love an eel pie.
Eel pie.
Eel pie.
Right,
I mean, if you don't have that, that's fine. Calamari is an acceptable substitute.
We're right on the water. We're right on the water in Arabelle. We can get you an eel pie.
Yes. I'm set.
He tells one of the wait staff to do that. He hustles off to the kitchen. Looks like he's a little bit worried that the cook's gonna be mad at him for this, but at the same time, he's not gonna not do that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get some food and some drink down your gullets.
We definitely regale them tales of our heroism while in Ravenloft.
Okay, well, yeah, so they both sit back and listen to all of that aptly. And after a while, Raylar says, Brother Haleth, I expect that the church has missed your presence greatly the time you've been gone. From what you say, you've actually been gone from Toril for over 2 years.
Yes, but I was able to do some evangelizing on during my travels, spreading the light of the Morning Lord everywhere I go.
Well, that is good indeed. Is Haleth your name, your Lathander name, or was that your given name at birth?
That was my given name. It was the only thing about my past that I actually retain.
Have you had the chance to choose your awakened name then?
The abbot of the monastery where I grew up said that it would be revealed to me at a later time.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, most of the other brothers had already received theirs. It was a source of great frustration for me.
No, and you still, after all this time, have not.
Nope.
Starting to sound a little bit like an incel over there.
Like a what?
Incel.
And you are still the title of Dawnbringer?
I suppose that was the last I knew.
Well, we shall of course want to write to the Abbey immediately and tell them I'm sure they're worried about you. We can arrange for that on the morrow if you wish.
Yes, that would be wonderful. I have not spoken with them in a long time.
What about yourself, Brother Thane? Have you need to contact anyone within the church? Brandon, I don't know if you're talking or not. But can't hear you. I've been talking this whole time. Thought we were ignoring.
That was a deep eye roll right there.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was just relaxed. I couldn't even see him, so I thought maybe I didn't know if he was asleep. I didn't want to bother him, but
there
you
you
hear
go.
me
there
now?
he is.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I've been talking for a while. I thought you guys were just ignoring me.
We would not do that. I mean, when have we ever done that? We would not do that.
It was right. I ended up saying something right about the same time somebody else was saying something. I'm like, okay, I'll just wait.
Sorry about that, bro.
So I tell them you can send the same greeting on my behalf.
I'm glad you're
Oh,
talking now, because I mean, I was struggling real hard to carry the conversation.
So then, are you and Haleth from the same abbey then?
We are.
Oh, wonderful. Right. So out of character, have you guys picked an abbey, like a name of an abbey or where it is or anything?
Let's see. No, we haven't really.
That's Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, I apologize.
What is she doing?
Dishes and speaking to the cat. Sorry.
If you look at the map on Obsidian Portal, I've got map marked where you guys started out.
How about the Abbey of St. Cuthbert?
Well, I was just going to say like towns that could be near. There's Waterdeep, Daggerford, Secumber.
Why don't we say Daggerford? Because my character's bio, he's from the Dales.
Why not?
You guys are extremely close to Deepingdale now, I think it is, and Daggerdale.
Daggerfield's fine. Unless John has an objection.
Wait, is
No.
St. Cuthbert, was that from the R.A. Salvatore books?
I think.
Was that Abbey St. Cuthbert?
I think so.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think it was in the Demon War saga.
All right.
But
Well,
I got it from Vikings as the patron saint of Northumbria. Yeah,
Well, you
England.
anyway, you can pick that. You can pick that whenever. But it becomes important to you.
Cuthbert.
So so while we were seeking aid from Lathander, there have been a series of increasingly troublesome attacks from the mountains by giants. Yes, giants. Coming back from the Thunder Peaks. They've even displaced a small settlement of wood elves like yourself, Sir Ansel.
I think that was his settlement.
Yeah, he finds out quickly when he asks about it that it indeed was. They're living outside of the walls of Erebor now, and kind of in like a little shanty town.
He actually came to the Happy Tower to retrieve his ancestral weapon to help drive back the giants. So, sounds like things are all connected here.
Ah,
It's all coming together.
Lathander knew what he was doing. Indeed, it sounds like. Well, if you were already resolved to help deal with the giant menace, we would indeed love to have your help and love to have you officially working for the city of Erebor.
That'd be great. So what I need is about 200 gold pieces worth of ruby dust and about 300 gold pieces worth of gem-infused chalk and inks.
I'm sure you can find those things within the city.
He's got a very expensive habit.
I'd be happy to provide forward you with a city guide to help take you wherever you need to go. But if you are indeed resolved to help, there are, unfortunately, as a member of the nobility in the city of Cormyr, there are things that we have to take care of. I'm guessing since none of you are from Cormyr, probably have no charter, no adventuring company charter currently.
Well, not as such.
So he starts getting into the area where he's obviously comfortable. The old Delzo here. He starts breaking down numbers and actuary charts and stuff. What it basically comes down to is anyone who wants to operate with weapons.
Somebody's got like a clicking noise that's coming through.
Yeah, I think it's Brandon.
I'm not doing anything.
Mute yourself. He's not muted.
Yep.
Wait, is he muted? It must have muted on there. Yeah, it went away. Yeah, it went away.
Okay, now you're back.
You're hearing a clicking noise?
No.
No.
No, it's gone now.
Of course.
It was there, I swear.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Thum, thum.
This mysterious clicking noise.
Yeah. For a minute there, I thought we were playing Delta Green.
All right. So what it comes down to is anybody that wants to carry a weapon in Cormyr needs to be either a member of the military, a militia, a mercenary company, or an adventuring company. And to be either of the last two, you have to register and pay a yearly tax in order to do that. What he says he's already prepared to do, since he is the head of the security. See, he sits in the security seat for the city of Arabelle. He can push your charter through and cover the basic cost for you within like a week.
So basically, you call us ask Lathander to bring us here to help you, to charge us money to then help you.
No, he just said he was willing to pay for it.
Oh.
Boy, man, just getting all out of sorts. Hey, OOC, does being a member of the Harpers count, or is that more too hush hush?
Yeah, that's a clandestine organization, so there's no. I'm sure there are chartered adventuring companies that are Harpers, but it's not a. So if you guys want to, you just have to have a name, and then you have to have a badge, company badge, or coat of arms made, and you have to wear them at all times when you're in cities.
Man, I'm bad with decisions.
So if you come up with a name, you guys can, as a group, come up with what you want the badge or coat of arms to look like later. The basic charter is just 25 gold pieces, and it's 25 gold pieces a year. Or if you want the golden ball signed by the king, it's 1,000 gold pieces, and then 300
what's the difference?
The regular one's going to be. Most people are going to recognize it. You'll have trouble applying for some sorts of jobs as adventurers. The gold leaf one, you're going to be. People are going to be like, oh yeah, they're like a real big time adventuring company, and anywhere in Cormyr it would be recognized.
What about Equitis Levis Lavandula?
How about Bohica?
That's Latin for Knights of the Lavender Light. I thought you guys would like that, being all Lathanderish and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's no Latin in Emporium.
Look, I'm just trying to come up with something that sounds fancy.
Classy it up.
How about Lux Cassia? That's just Lavender Light. I took out the Knights part.
The Warriors of the Dawn.
Lux Cassia or Lavandula? Either of those work. I like Lux Cassia better.
Look, we've got Servants of the Morning Lord. We've got a Wood Elf. Let's just call ourselves Morningwood.
Good night, everybody. It's not going to get any better than that. Honestly, we should probably stop right here. That's going to be the joke of the night.
And we're going to go ahead and give John, who already had the only inspiration, another one.
That was just amazing, honestly.
And I have encouraged it.
Well, I'm humbled. That was amazing. Let's see what lavender wood means translates to in Latin. Lignum cassia.
Magnum Coxia?
Lignum cassia, or Lavendola augustifolia.
Sounds like flowers.
Yeah, that is flowers. But I don't know.
We'll leave you guys to think on those two things. And the other thing is, so it says, I have been charged with finding a group to help take care of this issue, but it still has to come before the Lord of Arabelle, and he has to approve it. Yeah. Ordinarily, this would be a formality, but there is one mercenary group here in town that's just pushing hard to get the job.
Whoa! We got to get the job. I mean, we can just fight giants on our own. What do we need to have the job for?
Well, the main reason is just so you get paid from Arabelle, and then second reason is so that there's not another group there.
I was sold on the first reason.
And Haleth thanks the Lord. He says, "We appreciate your assistance with obtaining the proper charters and recognitions that we'll need to operate."
What about Lumière de la Vendée? That's French for lavender light.
You guys want a French name? Lavender light is English for lavender light.
Yeah, but it sounds I don't
Sounds
like
a 80s British band.
Yeah. How about Chevaliers de la Vendée?
Your
Lavender Nights.
badge could just be a purple teardrop.
I was thinking like a purple sunburst motif with crossed axe and sword over the top.
Well, look, we can work on this out of character.
That's true too.
And figure that out before the next session, and then get Jesse's input as well.
I was just about to. German's way to go.
Google is great. I mean, you just have to type language to language, and it just pops up a big translation box for you now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you can even do Luxembourgish.
Lavendelict. That's lavender light. Lavendelict.
All right.
Okay, so that was a lot of information. He shoved it down your throats really quickly. Anybody have any questions for him?
Yeah, want to know what's the nature of these attacks and where are they attacking?
They're coming down from the Thunder Peaks, which is northeast of Arabelle.
Okay.
They're strange in that it's not just one type of giants attacking by themselves, which is the norm. There's groups of different kinds of giants at times working together, which is fairly well unheard of.
That's really odd. I thought they were very, clan oriented.
Yeah, as far as we know, they normally are.
And do we have any indication that they're searching for something, or are they trying to seize territory, or is it just destruction?
From what we can tell, they're looting and seizing territory. Once they've taken an area, any attempt to reclaim it is met fairly quickly with extreme force.
Okay.
Which is why the elves have taken shelter outside the city. On a personal note, if you are able to help deal with this problem and clear out these giants, my family has only lived here inside of the city for the past 60 or 70 years. Before that, we had a keep that's actually on the road to Thunder Creek. I would be willing to bequeath it to your adventuring company as gratitude.
Nice, because we
That is-
already sold off all of our property we own in Ravenloft.
That is most generous of you to offer.
I would caution you that it's somewhat overgrown. It hasn't been actively kept up in the last 30 years.
Is it haunted by the spirits of undead children?
It is not.
Sold.
Then it's an improvement over our last habitation.
Is it inhabited by night hags?
No, not to my knowledge.
Excellent.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Does it contain any severed demon hands that will attack you in your sleep?
Not the last time I checked, but
This place is sounding magnifique.
there is a good amount of goblin activity in the area from time to time.
Ooh. We laugh at that.
As you can no doubt tell from my friend's description, we've not had the best of luck in our real estate endeavors.
It seems that way.
Flipping looks so easy. It is not.
It is a seller's market.
Honestly, I thought if Vanilla Ice can do it, my God, anybody can. Not in Ravenloft.
The problem is trying to evict the night hags and things like that can be dicey.
Yeah. Oh, well. What can you do?
Wait a minute. Was that a meta role-playing joke? It's dicey.
He would give himself inspiration if he could.
He's the DM. He has to be inspired the whole time we're on.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. With that said, he gives you guys rooms, tells you until it's time to leave. You can stay there. It'll be a couple of days before the charter is ready. Did you guys just want to get the regular charter? Are you fine with that for now?
What was the other charter?
The gold leaf.
The gold leaf one holds greater prestige.
We'll get the gold leaf. How much was the gold leaf one?
1,000 gold.
Yeah, he would not be able to cover the cost of that for you.
What's the price difference?
Like 975.
It was 25 for
A standard charter, yeah.
Right. That's a lot. I mean, we got 18,000, 30,000. I mean, that's not. Come on. We might as well do it right, all right?
Still, it's up to you guys.
Holleth doesn't care because he doesn't care about money.
It's not money, it's prestige. It's reputation, man. It's what money usually can't buy, but apparently here it can.
Well, when you put it that way, Lathander would insist on the best.
Plus, it's gold. I mean, aren't Lathander's colors gold and lavender?
Lathander's colors are whatever I say they are.
I'm pretty sure they're
You can't
gold
guess.
and lavender.
That's the advantages of being one with your god.
Is he claiming to be an avatar now? When did this happen?
Just a
So that-
demigod.
No, that doesn't happen till 17th level.
He just went off the rails. That's what happened.
Anyway, I'm willing to spring for the fancy charter, and I've got the money. So
Okay, so he says he can basically get it for 900 gold. You'll get an interim one within a couple of days, and it'll be 3 or 4 weeks before the gold one gets here because it has to actually be signed by the king in Suzelle and sent to Arabelle.
that takes us down to because he's paying the 25, so that we pay 975, so that takes us down to even 18.
Okay. Okay, so besides that, you have a couple of days to do whatever you need to do inside of the city. So if you guys want to buy all your stuff that you need to buy, you can do that.
So Lord Garand, what do you think about this name?
Lavenderlicht.
What?
Lavenderlicht.
Weird.
Lavendelicht. I think it
Lavender.
sounds good. Lavendelicht.
What is your obsession with lavender?
That was German.
It's the color of your god.
The color's whatever I say it is. We went over this.
It's lavender licht, baby. Deal with it.
You
Anyway, I need $100, 100 gold pieces worth of ruby dust, and then 150 gold pieces worth of chalk and ink imbued with gemstones.
All right. Well, you don't have any trouble finding places to do that. The guy assigned to lead you around takes you straight to a wizard paraphernalia shop.
How much does a say I got a ring of protection +1. If
Do you have
spellcasting gentleman, huh?
When did you get the ring of protection?
I don't know, it's on my list.
I think we took it off of Thane and put it on Pym at one point.
I thought that was the cloak of protection.
No,
Oh, sorry. You're right. It's a cop.
I have cloak of protection on me.
Yeah, I don't think you have it anymore.
I don't.
I think it went back to Thane. That's what I'm saying.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All
You guys
right.
went back and forth.
I'll delete it.
How much was the cloak of protection, Danny?
It's 1 point.
1. Okay.
It's +1 to saving throws and your AC.
Okay.
What is the base armor class anyway?
10.
Yeah, so I've only got 13. I don't have any armor bonus.
How often do you get attacked?
Often enough.
I think Staff of Power do something about that.
Let's see. Don't remember reading anything in there that said that it did.
Yeah. Yeah, while holding it, you get +2 to your armor class and saving throws and spell attack rolls.
What?
Yeah.
I have
What'd you
not
have?
worked that into my calculations.
I bet you haven't. Like you've just basically just had that staff in a bag the whole time. No, this is amazing. Put it in the bag.
That's so powerful.
Oh yeah, it does say AC +2, saving throws +2.
Yeah, spell attack rolls +2.
Yeah. Well, no wonder it's in this mods box that I can't even read the whole thing. Lordy mercy. Oh, that puts me up to 15. I guess that's not terrible, right?
And +2 to your spell attack rolls.
I have to remember that saving throw thing.
Yeah.
You can add that.
It won't let me modify my spell attack bonus.
No, you just add it to the spell attacks themselves as a miscellaneous magic modifier. On your section in the middle of the character sheet.
I'm sorry, what now?
Where you have the weapons and attacks section of your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
you can add it to each of those.
Oh my god, I had to do it individually?
If it didn't automatically add it when you added it to your character sheet, then
It did not.
If you have it down in your backpack, in your equipment list, and it has all the little info on it,
Yeah.
then click the little I button and click equipped and click has an attack, and it should add it to your attacks and spell casting.
Okay, has an attack. That's why I didn't have clicked. There you go. Who knew other than John?
it looks like it updates your spell attacks, though.
It did not update my spell attack bonus. It's still
Also-
13.
Keep in mind that if you're within 10 feet of me, you get +3 to your saving throws. Just so you guys remember later.
Okay.
I haven't been doing a lot of things right.
That's what I say every time I consider my life.
All right.
In fact, that pretty much sums up every journal entry I've ever had.
Dang, yeah, I'm going to have to individually change all of that. Man.
All right. So
Anyway, sorry.
we'll work on a company name and crest, I guess, out of session.
Yeah, Lavendelicht, and then purple starburst, sword and axe.
I'm not
crossed over
I'm not
the top.
saying that I'm not saying something where I have to say licked all the time.
All right. Anybody else need to buy anything?
Yes, I have a shopping list. I will send it you because several of them use the same thing or whatever. So I'll put together a full list and send it to you.
Okay. Matt's just
Is there any problem? Like, is there anything that's like so rare that I wouldn't be able to find it? Let's see. I've got just the expensive stuff: the herbs, oils, and incense of 1,000 gold, a jewel worth at least 1,000 gold, a diamond worth 500 gold, a focus such as a crystal ball worth 1,000 gold, and a gem encrusted bowl worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Okay. All
So
right.
how much was that altogether? And I need to subtract?
I don't know. I'll add it all up because some of it uses the same stuff.
All right.
But I do like to track my supplies. So I'll put together a list and send it over.
Yeah, so Arabelle is one of the trade and merchant capitals of Cormier, so you can find just about anything here.
Nice. Nice.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. Anything you need, Brandon?
Magic armor.
You can't buy that.
Can you buy just +1 rings of protection or cloaks of protection or anything like that?
No.
No.
You just suck the joy out of everything.
No. Yeah, I made you guys cool new tokens on Roll20.
You did.
Yeah, using our profile pictures. Very
That
nice.
was very sweet of you.
Some of them, like Pim's, even come out of the.
I noticed that. Yeah, the staff and the arm.
Yeah.
Come out of the circle.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's cooler than y'all's.
A little bit of Anselm's hair comes out of the edges too.
Everybody looks to the right except for Anselm. He's got to be the contrary one.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
What a jerk.
Gotta be different. All right, so
so fast that he's also looking to the right.
I need to make.
Yes.
I need to try to make contact with the Harper to let them know what's gone down. I write, an account of what happened to us in the Harper cipher, and
which is basically Pig Latin.
sure. And then follow the protocols for making contact to a Harper agent in an unknown location. Universal Contact Protocol.
You are able to find
UCP.
one at Hawk's Perch Trading House. It's a pawn shop in Arabelle.
Okay.
The proprietor, one Jeremiah Hawk, is a Harper.
Greetings, Sir Hawk. The strings are taut tonight.
But I pluck them like a chicken.
Indeed. Indeed. Well met.
Well, not seen you around here.
Yes, I'm from the Dells. Dagger Dell, to be specific. I have an accounting here of great import that probably needs to get to whoever is in central command at this point.
Yeah. It looks such kind of funny. You know there's no such thing.
Well,
Are you testing me?
I mean, the man who wears the hat.
Okay. Is it that important?
Yes. Yeah, it involves a pocket dimension full of vampires.
I think I've heard that one before, but just in case you're not pulling my leg, I'll get it sent along.
All right. I hand him the scroll with the Harper stamp on it. harp.
All right.
It's good to be back. Look, I've been gone probably for 2 years now, so I've heard. Is there any information you can pass on to me about what's been going on with the giants here? I got back here by some sort of summoning by a priest of Lathander.
Sounds like what would happen to an adventure. I don't know. Just for the past few months that I've been hearing about it, it seems like these giants just crush anything and everything that they want to, and around the Thunder Peaks.
But they've been there forever. I mean, does anybody know why this started?
No one knows. I think a few groups have gone up to try and check it out, but no word has ever come back.
So nobody knows who's in charge of
Right.
the giants. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is. If anyone in the Dells found out, I'm sure we would hear. Symbia is also on the other side of the Thunder Peaks. I don't know if and when we would hear anything from there.
I've heard we have some connections. Lord Garond Delzend is the lord of the estate to which I was summoned, for lack of a better word. Can he be trusted?
Yeah, he's a fair-minded man, devout follower of Lathander, from what I understand. He's head of heads up the security council for what that's worth in Arabelle. Lord Aragov seems to think highly of him as well.
Yes, he's helping us get a charter so we can attempt to get the contract for the city or for the country rather, to aid in the battle against the giants.
Sounds like good work if you can get it. Well,
yeah. Plus, it could help us gain information.
True.
One last thing. Do you know anything about a Wood Elf house by the name of Desh? Specifically, well, if you know anything about that house, and then more specifically, if you know anything about its member Anselm.
I've heard of the Desh family. They live with a group of, I think that group of elves is actually here in Arabelle now.
Yeah, I heard they were displaced by the giants.
Yeah, not heard much other than that. They're wood elves.
We encountered him in the astral plane.
Interesting.
Attempting to recover and successfully recovering his family's magical weapon.
Well, you don't hear about wood elves and traveling the plains very often.
No, there was a Githyanki there too, who was a peaceful hermit who liked to fish.
Okay, that doesn't sound right.
Not at all. Well, anything else that I need to know that's gone on of important in the last 2 years about our organization or just in general?
I don't think so. The one thing I would say is that I had heard the Red Ravens were trying to get that contract to deal with the Giants.
Yeah, we heard that too, and that they're the favorites. Any information you could help me that would help edge them out? I mean, obviously it would be helpful to have a Harper embedded in that company, and there's not a Harper in the Red Ravens, as far as I know.
Their leader, Rendora, she can be she has a long memory, I guess is what I would say. And the Ravens company is just over 100 strong, so I would be careful not to injure them too much if you could help it.
For a contract against us. Maybe the members of House Anselm?
They're
House Desh?
They're a company. They're looking to get 1,000 gold pieces up front before they even start the work. So
underbid them?
So you can definitely underbid them, yeah. But what I'm saying is contracts, that big don't come along very often. So that's not getting it would probably rub her the wrong way.
So when we get it, be prepared to have an enemy.
Yeah, or at least someone who dislikes you.
You should get in line. It's the life of a Harper.
That's true.
Well, thank you for your help.
Anytime.
May your strings always spring lightly.
If you need to buy or sell anything, just let me know.
May your springs never break and poke you in the eye.
Any items of magical protection that you know of in the city that could be acquired for a price?
I can look around for you if you want.
Rings, cloaks, things of that nature.
I can look around for you. There's actually rules for that in here. You can look around for you. Basically, you have to give him some money to help him grease some palms and find out about it.
Yeah, I can do that. Anybody else need anything, guys? On here?
Still more for like defense. Shield, armor, rings, whatever.
Probably going to be hard to find magical shields and armor.
I'm just saying, like a ring or cloak, whatever to add, continue to add AC because I'm right there in the front all the time.
Your chances of being able to find something are obviously higher the more money you spend trying to find someone that has it for sale, right?
Right.
But at the end, you basically have to make a check. It's a +1 bonus for every 100 gold pieces you spend trying to find it, up to a +10 bonus.
And then you have to pay the money to get it too.
Right, exactly. And then you have to negotiate a price.
That's a lot of trouble.
Although it looks like, I mean, your chances of finding something are pretty darn good, even without spending much money.
And what's not much? Like
who has a good? I guess you'd be using this guy's charisma check. He's going to be doing a looking around for you. I mean, even if you don't spend anything and you roll a 10, you're going to find something. Just the higher your total roll ends up being, the more powerful magical items you're able to find.
All right. Well, how much is the group gonna? Because we're looking for as many as we can find. How much is the group willing to pony up for that?
Well, I mean, I'm spending a bunch of money on spell components, and so are you. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with Thane spending some of his money on something.
You want to put down 500 each, maybe?
Sure.
So you're talking about 1,000 gold pieces total?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I already took it off the sheet. I took my spell component money off the sheet already too.
Okay. So you're basically going to give the money to this guy and let him search, or you guys going to search yourselves?
My charisma is not the best. If his is better than average, then he's got me beat.
I don't know. I imagine.
I don't know how good looking Thane is.
I got a 17 charisma, so.
Okay, well, let Thane look.
Pretty damn good looking.
All right.
What am I doing?
You're looking for items of protection.
So you guys have a week. I'll give you a week to look while all this is going on. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Does anybody want to give me inspiration just in case we need advantage?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 of them, and if we don't use them this session, they go away. So I'm going to throw this one out there.
Okay, and so let's see if I need it.
Gigantic.
So, yeah, I guess the 21's on me better than the 15.
You didn't need it. All right.
I did need it?
So, well, I mean, 21 is better, right? So,
yeah.
Plus 10 is 31.
Nice.
So, roll a d4.
D4. Huh. I should not have been the one to roll.
So you find one magic item.
Damn it.
Janet.
Now we're going to throw rock, paper, scissors to see who gets it.
Well, it depends on what it is.
I say Indian Lake Russell.
All right. Who wants to roll a D100?
I'll roll the D100.
Not unless we want to roll a 1. Then I'm your man.
I mean, a 1 is still a thing. All right. You find a local lord willing to sell an ancestral piece of equipment. What is it? It's adamantine armor.
God,
Yes.
Plate mail.
Yes.
There's no pluses to AC, but critical hits against you become normal hits.
Sandy.
seriously?
Yeah. That's it. That's what works.
How much are they wanting?
do you want?
That's a good question.
We already spent 1,000 searching for it, and it doesn't even give you a freaking AC bonus.
I'm sorry. I didn't make it.
I was bitching out this ancestral lord is all.
This is a piece of garbage. Your great grandfather's armor.
What dumbass ancestor made
I'll definitely take
armor so nice and didn't get it imbued with magical properties.
I'm not going to cry about it because I'm usually the one getting the critical hits. So, especially if we're going to be fighting giants.
Yeah, man, a giant critical hit could be a big deal. If I can ever find the downtime stuff again, here we go. Right. Buying magic items. Here we go. It is rarity on this stuff. Uncommon. Roll a d6.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for you for sure, man. It's yours now.
All right, they're looking for. He wants 400 gold pieces for it.
400?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
I mean, is legit armor like? Do I have to drag a armor smith with me to check it out, like a used car?
It's 400 gold pieces over the regular cost of the item. I don't know what the regular cost of plate mail is.
1,500.
Look at that. Okay, so 1,900 gold pieces total.
I'm sure I can sell mine for more than 1,500. Since it doesn't have any bonuses, so okay.
Delzel will buy it off of you for 1,500. It's got all the Morning Lord calligraphy all over it.
Okay, so then sell to him and then get 400.
Okay.
That's worth it.
Fine.
All right, you got adamantine armor.
Yes. How do you spell that?
Nay.
Oh, adamantine armor. There it is.
Oh, there he is.
He showed up.
Don't spook him. Wild Jesse is easily spooked.
What's up, guys?
So
Hey, he lives.
I haven't been waiting, have you?
no,
Yeah, we have done nothing since 9
we
o'clock.
we just sat here.
So, long story short, you guys arrived in the city of Arabelle in a shrine to Lathander.
While he's recounting, I'm going to get ice.
Okay, there was a Lord Delzold there who he and his priest Raylar were praying for help from Lathander and the 4 of you guys just showed up in the middle of the shrine. They've offered to get you guys you're in Cormyr, is the country. They've offered to get you an adventuring company charter, and let you and try and set you up to be the ones getting paid by the city of Arabelle to help take care of the giants in the Thunder Peaks. You found out that your tribe had to come to Arabelle and seek shelter. They had to leave because the giant attacks got so bad. 46 survivors from your clan made it, and they're living basically in a shanty town outside of town.
And we need them to be an army.
So with 46 survivors, 17 people died. 17 of your people died.
Okay.
Other than that, there's been a lot of gathering of equipment, and Brandon just bought some new armor.
Oh, nice. Did y'all stop to have it painted so it matches the other stuff?
Not this time.
The other stuff
You
was
have to come up with a company name and crest.
yeah. The other stuff was gold inlay. You guys always act like somebody took some bus paint.
Bus paint.
What's the company?
You kind of made it sound pretty ridiculous, so I wasn't sure what it was.
It was gaudy. It was made of gold. It's just heavy. All right, so
Matt, are you there?
No, he walked away.
Okay. Go ahead, Danny. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
All right. You still need to become attuned to your sword. I didn't hand wave that. So you need to go and speak to the other elves, basically, because you were supposed to do it, at your home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the whole thing was supposed to take place.
Right. I'm surprised I'm still with the guys, and I probably
yeah. So we're taking like a week. You guys have a week while all the paperwork and everything gets signed before you meet with the Lord of Arabelle. So if you want to go like immediately there, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an elderly elf lady, Elder Kentoris, whom you left her basically in charge while you were gone. You get outside of the city gates. Arabelle is nice. It's a merchant city. It's wealthy. It's well put together. There are estates outside of the city walls, most of which are fairly nice. They've made an area. I mean, it's dirt. They've went out of their way to make it as livable as possible for the elves, but basically they're sleeping in tents, right? You get there and you see all of them. Elder Contour, she comes up and she hugs you and shakes your hand, asks you how it went. She says, "I'm sorry, we lost 17 of our brothers and sisters to the giants before we were able to escape."
I'm just trying to remember from the backstory if I had any other family there.
I don't remember if you did or not.
You had a sister, didn't you?
I had a sister. I think I mentioned it through roleplay, but not actually typed up. Can't remember if I typed it.
Sister Lila, Lila.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She is. We'll say she is in charge then, and not Elder Contoris.
Okay. I mean, it's fine if there's an elder. It doesn't matter. I don't know what you had prepped.
No, yeah. So Contoris is there. She's like the main advisor to your family.
Right, because yeah, that makes sense. She's
like 600 years old. Okay, so So she greets you, and then she takes you to your sister. Your sister's gonna be so happy to see you, and takes you into one of the tents. And Lila's in there. Can we say she's a druid? Is that word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's tending to a sick child or something. She sees you.
Okay.
She greets you, warmly for elves, which is like, a nod and a hand wave, and asks you how your mission went.
It was a success. I present Lunera to her and the elder.
There's a gasp from both of them, probably. Lunera says, "We can still do the ceremony. We brought the statue of Coraline with us, but it will be a shame that you won't be able to take ownership of the sword in the same place where your fathers did before you."
Are you sure it'll work?
It should work. The directions are that it has to happen in the home of your family and tribe, and now as of now, this is the home.
Did any of the warriors survive?
Yes, Akar and Elowen both survived. The other 17 did not.
Look at me and Jesse. We're like almost like mirror twins now with my haircut.
Oh yeah.
I just take my glasses off. Look at that.
Just got to get it a little tighter on the side here. So
Yeah,
there's
you're
like
right.
nothing.
Yeah.
I evolved into the nothing on the side.
Yeah. You gotta get there. It was a new barber, so gotta build up that trust.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I want to make the rounds and check on the survivors and follow up with everybody, and then share the good news of the finding of Lunera and the ceremony that'll follow.
Okay, they are excited. So one thing I didn't tell you is this Duke offered to give you guys ownership of his old family keep if you succeed in getting rid of the giants.
To the troop or to me?
to your adventure company. But I'll tell you that.
Which we determined it was going to be called Morning Wood, but
Nice.
The name of that, yeah. So it's in the forest. It's between Arabil and the Thunder Peaks. Probably only 15 or 20 miles from where the elves were living anyway. I'm sure everyone can be convinced to let the elves stay in or around that area.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't want to stay in it.
That's my bringing up.
Yeah, they don't want to set up around it though, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to have any of the guys show? You don't know them that well, but you have agreed to work with each other to try to get rid of the giants at this point.
Well, yeah, I certainly would want to have to team up with some people to do so.
Well, I was asking, do you want to have them come to the ceremony to when you have take ownership of the sword?
Yeah, I can ask him.
Yeah, I'd like to go. I'd be interested
Sure.
in seeing what sort of magical properties ceremony might entail.
Okay.
it seems like since we kind of helped pay for it, we should get the ending, I guess.
And I want to make sure there's nothing heretical going on.
All right. So
Matt, I sent you a message on the
Gotcha.
Doohickey.
What?
So it takes place. The ceremony takes place that evening.
Sorry, I just saw the $6,000
Oh yeah,
price tag go flying out the window.
yeah. There's lots of small components. The ceremony takes place that night. They clear out a circular area in between all the tents, and a bunch of these blue floating lanterns. In the center of it is a wooden statue of Coraline, the the main god of the elves. Kentoris leads a prayer to Coralon, and she asks, calls forth Anselm. Basically says, "May the petitioner come forth and lay the blade at Coralon's feet." You come up and lay it there, wearing like these light blue ceremonial robes that they brought with them while they were running away from the giants.
Oh, good job.
And kneel before the statue. Kentoris says a bunch of stuff in Elven. Does anybody understand Elven? I know there's a couple of half elves.
I do.
I don't think I do.
But it sounds like a bunch of heathen gibberish to you.
Oh wait, no, I do.
Oh, good.
One of my three.
All right, so then it doesn't sound like heathen gibberish. All right, she petitions Coralon.
I'm glad. I thought I was going to have to cast out some demons there for a second.
You didn't understand the dialect. He petitions Coralon for his blessing upon the leader of House Desh, that he may wield the Moonblade as his father before him, and have its power guide him as he attempts to retake their family's home from the giants. And once it takes several minutes, and she tells you to attempt to take the blade.
Like sword in the stone kind of pose, or
so it's just kind of laying at the base of the statue.
have y'all seen The Illusionist, where he makes the sword stand up and the guy can't pick it up?
Yes.
Can we pretend it's like standing up?
Yeah, it can be
Perfect,
stick. That's fine.
That'd be sweet.
The tip is in the ground.
Have you seen Avengers: Age of Ultron, where Captain America pretends like he can't lift Thor's hammer?
All right. Did you take it?
Yes.
All right. You grab it, and at first it won't move. Then you feel a hand on the top of your head for just a moment, like touches your head. Then the pressure goes away, and the sword comes up. The rest of you see a blue ghostly image of Coralon come to life out of the wooden statue and lean down and place his hand upon the top of Anselm's head, and then dissipate.
Boundaries.
All the blue lanterns around the circle then turn regular white.
Blue lanterns? I don't even think they had those. Hold on, let me check.
They do have blue lanterns, but that's not what I meant.
Yes, they do.
There is a blue lantern core. You're right.
Yes, there is. And also,
All right,
I'm
and
pretty sure Pim
They're up
is
there with the
jealous.
Rainbow Lantern Corps.
Pretty sure Pim is jealous of my light blue robes.
Yeah, well, I've got some sweet gold robes.
all right, and
Oh, you upgraded? You upgraded?
I don't know. That's what's on my list. I'm not sure.
Hmm. I remember you paid like $1 billion for some recently dyed robes. That's
Apparently
like,
the Flash was a blue lantern at one point. Interesting.
oh, cool. Sorry, Danny.
as you pick the blade up, you see light flashes along the edge of the blade, and a new rune burns into the edge of it. Not to the edge, but to the side of the blade on one side.
Nice.
That rune gives an extra +1 to attack and damage, so it's +3.
Sweet. Oh, did I do that in my character sheet? More stuff to add.
The blue lanterns are powered by hope.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Okay, so at the end of the week, you guys have your charter. It's the blank Adventuring Company charter.
Yeah, they haven't accepted my name yet.
You wanted to lick lavender leotards or something.
Lavendelict.
That was close. And he tells you to put on your shiniest clothes to come and meet with the High Lord Ammon Aragog Varabel.
Is Brandon going to wear his old armor?
I sold it.
He sold it. It's actually the armor that Lord Delzold will probably be wearing to stuff now. He bought it from him. It's had all. He's a follower of Lathander and it has all the Lathander symbols on it.
It is gold.
Yeah.
Which you think I would have gotten more money out of it?
It was kind of stank.
Stank.
It was used in sneaky.
It had hag blood on it.
And Strahd blood.
Yep.
And whatever came off of all those monsters in the tower.
Mm.
Well, let's
Alright.
be honest, you probably urinated on it more than once in the middle of a battle.
I did a few other things in it, but it's not for a PG setting.
Mm.
He's saying he pooped in it, folks.
Thank you for the clarification.
Flash a poop emoji.
Well, it takes 10 minutes to don, and sometimes you gotta or dock, and sometimes you just gotta go.
No, I got an escape hatch out the back, so just in case. Kind of like those onesies.
The old union suits.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for halflings with daggers then.
I need a little help jumping over this barricade. Poke.
How did they know about my trapdoor?
Sneaky little boogers.
All
He's
right.
walking around with toilet paper hanging out of it.
That really helps. That explains his charisma score.
It does.
All right. So, anybody want to buy nice clothing or anything before you show up? Yeah.
I mean, I can
I was
probably
going to have
just,
them launder my robes.
I could just wear my ceremonial stuff I was wearing probably.
Okay.
I'm in my fancy new Antimantium ceremonial or not ceremonial.
There's adamant. There's adamantium.
Ancestral armor.
You can get a nice new clean tabard to wear over the top of it.
Well, I have my cloak of protection.
That's true.
It's a scarlet red color, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, you guys show up. You're pointing and winking at the ladies as you're going through there. They're kind of rolling their eyes.
Rolling their eyes.
Most of them. I mean, these are rich ladies. They're not interested in venture. Well, some of them might be. Okay, so you you guys are there. There's a lot of other business going on. They get to the point. Sometimes I see Matt. Sometimes I don't. I never see Brandon. I just see a blank white wall with a thermostat.
I'm laying on my couch as I'm listening.
I don't want people to see me eating.
Oh, okay. All right. They go through some other stuff, and they bring up the business of the giant attacks in the Northeast. It says, I believe Lord Delzold has a proposed solution. Delzold stands up and says, yes, my liege, I received an answer to my prayer from Lathander, and Lathander actually sent a group of adventurers through a teleportation circle as we prayed. And this is the adventuring group, the adventuring company.
The Masters of the Universe.
Or a chartered adventuring company within Cormyr. And they have agreed to take on the task if we would select them for the duty. Lord Aragov, he's a fairly imposing guy. He's tall for a human, 6'5", 6'6". Got salt and pepper hair and beard. You guys can see him pretty well from where you are. He looks like, just looking at his eyes, he's a stalwart guy, but he's tired. He's been dealing with a lot of bad stuff in and around the area for a while. He nods and says, very good, Lord Delzold. Are there any other petitioners for the position? And a woman stands up. She's wearing, she's got dark hair. She's wearing red leather armor, red and black leather armor with a, both shoulder pads have a red raven emblazoned on them. He says, yes, my liege, the Red Ravens would be happy to pledge our service to Arabelle and to the crown for this task.
Hey guys, that's Rendora. She's leader of the Red Ravens.
Oh,
We have a
wow.
long.
Who are the Red Ravens?
It's a company of like 100+ members.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who?
Just play up the Lathander angle.
John,
Ravens-
John, tell them that we're right because we're white line.
Well, I think you just did it for me.
Ravens have been in.
Plus, it should be self-evident.
She says the Ravens have been in Arabelle for many years, for over 3 decades. We have served. We'll be happy to do so again. I have our bid here, and she has a sealed envelope. She hands it to a clerk, who takes it over to Lord Delzold. He says, "Very well, adventuring company. Do you have anything to say?"
Well, not only were we sent by Lathander, but my family has protected this realm from these creatures for centuries.
Oh yes. What's your last name again? Desh.
Desh.
Lord
Oh,
Desh,
that's how you pronounce it.
we're very, very troubled to hear about the attacks on your clan, and are happy to have them here in Arabelle as long as needed.
And what's more, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't about money. This is about the fate of civilization as we know it. The Red Ravens are a mercenary band. Yes, they've been here for 30+ years, taking money from this lord and that lord to fight that battle and this battle. And what has that gotten you? Giants at your doorstep. We were sent here by
Preach.
Lathander
Preach.
to save this civilization.
That's what we needed, a lawyer.
Make a
It's not about money. It's about salvation.
make a persuasion check.
Should have got Brandon to make this speech.
I'll be his hype guy, hype man.
Can I get any pluses for that
If
beauteous speech?
if somebody wants to help you, they can say a couple of things and give you.
I
advantage.
said I started it, so that should give something. House Desh should bring something to the table. You think?
All right, yeah, you have advantage on it.
All right.
Holith is just flabbergasted that someone would even consider turning down Lathander's offer.
No, Lord, that was just terrible.
At least you had advantage, so it made it a 10.
Okay. I'll step up. And
All right, do you have your bid?
Do we have a bid? Did you give us
Half.
a bid?
Half of what that bid was.
You can't say that.
All right, it's 500 gold.
But yeah, we have insider information.
Yeah, so it's 500. It's half of what theirs is. I'll turn it in.
So 500 gold total. That's what you're asking for.
Well, no, 500. Whatever the guy told me. You know.
They were wanting 1,000 down and then 1,000 when complete.
Yeah, so 500 down, 500 when complete.
No, 500, 1,000.
All right, 500, 1,000. Fine.
Cheaper up front.
Yeah. And then if you die, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, then I'll quiz. Yeah, I turned it in.
Okay. All right. The clerk takes it over to Lord Delzold. Says, very well. We will reconvene after lunch with the decision on this and the other items we have to discuss throughout the morning.
I felt like that was a really good speech.
So he's getting ready to go to lunch.
Well, no, they have a bunch of other things to go on, and then they'll break for lunch. They'll go and Lord Aragov will make all the decisions and all the things they have to make decisions on today. And they'll come back and announce them.
I'm going to wait around for lunch and see where the who seems to have the Lord's ear. Like who's his man in charge? Who's his clerk? Who's his right hand?
The High Lord.
Yeah.
Actually, Lord Delzold is that person for those sorts of things.
Okay.
For this sort of thing.
Okay, never mind then. I'll save me some trouble.
All right. When they dismiss the crowd, Rendora gives you guys the evil eye. There's a couple of hulking half-orc, half-Goliath guys with her
I
Just
give her
give
the
A wave and the symbol of Lathander.
I give her a
Which looks like this.
smile and a wink.
You guys are obnoxious for a bunch of paladins and. All right. Okay. After they walked past the guy you guys bought that armor from, said, "Wow, you guys made an enemy there."
It was inevitable. Simply competing for the contract would have made an enemy.
I don't think I've ever seen her lose anything where she didn't get back with whoever did it eventually.
That's what I've heard.
We have
Well,
rights
the thing
on our
is, somebody
side.
can't get back at you if you get back at them first.
Ooh,
Or if we die.
foreshadowing.
That too.
Or
John. Shh.
dying is a quick way to get out of worrying about it.
Mhm.
Okay. We come back after lunch. Go ahead.
No, Freddie just hit a home run. Sorry.
Just
All right. Freeman.
Dead center.
Yes.
They come back.
The bat is on fire.
They announce that the Red Ravens will not be performing the task, but the Want Want Adventuring Company
Wah, 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 wah.
will be given a guide and the first chance to deal with this on behalf of the city of Arabelle.
If that happens before our gold charter comes back, you make sure that they ship that out to us,
Ship it out.
or leave it with the Lord. You think leave it with the Lord?
Hey, that might be better. Message for you, sir. All right, so you guys get it. Your a clerk tells you where to go to pick up your 500 gold pieces, which I assume you do.
Oh yeah, I'll add that to. Wow, that's all we charged. I mean, that's like not even
I feel like that was really cheap.
a tenth of our wealth. But okay, it's not about the money. That's what my speech said.
Yes, but just think how many people will be flocking to Lathander when we are victorious.
Yep, that'll make it all worth it.
It will.
Basically,
friend.
just paid for your spell components. Not even. Not even close.
What he spent.
Yeah, it's funny.
The work of Lathander is not cheap.
Apparently not.
Apparently, there's a lot of gold just lying around in Ravenloft.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Not Plus, we were hitting up the big man's treasury.
Yeah, the economy of Ravenloft has collapsed in our
we took-
absence.
We made a hefty withdrawal from the Bank of Strahd.
That's true. You guys just went in there with a shovel and started shoveling it into the haversack.
Austerity measures are in full effect. They can't get the loan from the World Bank otherwise.
That's right. They've now gone to fiat currency.
the WTO is requiring strict tax increases.
They're now trading in werewolf pelts.
Mhm.
They don't have any of those. Nobody ever killed those werewolves. They're still running around fighting everybody. So you get a message,
Yeah. Oops.
the day before you leave, you guys get a message back. You get a message back from the Harpers. Like, sounds like you did amazing work there. We're still having problems with those werewolves. 2 years.
2 years, you still didn't solve the werewolf.
Werewolves are still everywhere. Everywhere.
Right back. But are there any vampires? Question mark.
I never had a problem with vampires. It was the werewolves.
They're making us now pay for the silvered weapon charge.
I rest my case.
You had zero impact on the werewolf.
Oh, we allowed you to continue to have no problem with vampires. Is what we did.
Yeah.
We prevented a vampire problem.
Yes.
Sounds like fake news.
Well, you know. I'm not asking for a bonus or anything.
Breaking news: vampire apocalypse averted.
Vampire population stays at 0 thanks to the Courageous worker. Womp womp.
All right. So you are given a guide if necessary, or if Anselm thinks he knows how to get there well enough, you don't need a guide. That's fine.
I mean, we could always use a meat shield.
Well, you're given someone who will lead you to a safe place near where the giants are, and then watch your horses and crap, while you go and fight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we wouldn't turn that down.
We'll use nameless NPC number 1.
His name is Liam Schmo. You can just call him
Shlomo.
Shut Joe Schmo.
Joe Schmo.
What is going on?
Things are happening. All right.
It's part of the group text.
What did Bill do now?
I thought hashtag Me Too was a Pokemon. Me Too, Bill. Come on. Okay, so anything else y'all want to do before you head up there?
Nah, I'm good.
I need to get some spells cast into my sword.
Ooh, the new Dresden Files book came out.
Yeah, dude.
What kind of spells do you need? Do you need cleric spells?
It can hold any spells, if I'm not mistaken, correct, Danny?
Yeah, it can hold 5 levels worth of spells. It can be broken up however you want.
Well, if there's any that are cleric spells, I can prepare it for a day and.
Yeah, I can plug a fireball in there for you.
Yeah.
What about your new fancy spell?
That's a 6th level spell. His Moonblade can handle it.
Oh, it can't handle it. Okay.
It's 1 level too many. You just scrolled through my character sheet.
Invisibility.
The DM.
Sorry.
I can give you Dawn, which does 4d10 radiant damage.
No, I wouldn't really want something that does damage.
He wants sneaky spells.
More utility type stuff. You know,
So-
fly, invisibility.
Yeah, I do have invisibility and fly.
That would be 5 levels worth right there.
That is 5 levels worth.
For those two.
Mm-hmm.
You could do, I don't know how do you say it, Gaius?
Gaius?
Gaius? However you say
Dice?
Geas.
I think we're all saying that wrong. Yeah, I think it's Gaius. I think Danny's right.
Unless you force somebody to do something, right?
Yeah, well, if they don't do it, they take 5d10 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Or you could take, I mean, if you wanted something a little less than fly, you could do invisibility, feather fall.
I'm sorry, Gaius lasts for 30 days, and they're charmed by you for the duration, and each time it acts directly counter to your instructions, they take 5d10 psychic damage.
What level spell is that?
It's at level 5.
Yeah. So that would be all you could get. Dispel Magic's another 3rd level spell.
Featherfall is good because you can use it as a reaction, if you start falling down a pit or something. Invisibility is obviously good if you want to be sneaky. Misty Step is good as like a short range teleport.
Oh yeah, Misty Step is really good.
What is Misty Step? It's a bonus action.
Yeah. So you could do Misty Step, Invisibility, and Featherfall.
I can cast Misty Step.
I can cast Misty Step.
Well, no.
What about Mirror Image? That's a pretty good one. That'd be really good for you, actually. Better for you than me, probably.
What's it do?
It create. Oh, here, I'll just hit the card. Oh, sorry, wrong card.
Makes a bunch of duplicates. Makes it almost impossible to hit you until they start to go away.
Yep. If I were you, I would do invisibility, mirror image, and featherfall.
All right. That works.
I think you should take five copies of Purify Food and Drink.
He's vegan.
That's right.
Because I can always cast fly at a higher level.
So I clicked on shield just to show you that too. That's a level 1 spell. Uses your reaction.
Ooh.
Basically, when you get attacked, you can cast it. You get a +5 to AC.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a good one too.
Last for 1 round.
Yep. It's only
Okay.
level spell.
Yeah. So Featherfall's level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So Featherfall, shield, mirror image.
It's 4.
You can do an extra shield.
Yeah, 2 shields. Okay.
I'd be happy to help you with that, friend.
Thank you, sir. Pim.
You can just or just mark those down and then have Matt click on them when you use them.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Look, I feel like since we're going to be doing this adventure together, I need to let you in on a little secret. Kind of flashing my gold Harper pin.
Well, I thought you were going to finally show them that you're a were-raven. You haven't said that to anybody yet.
Yeah, I sort of forgot that I was. Till
You did?
just now.
Awesome.
That's funny.
Anyway, I show him the Harper pin,
All right.
just so you're aware. I know where your allegiances lie. I figure you should know where mine lie as well.
Can't I take away the Were-Raven curse?
I would rather you didn't.
I think that would be a great way to blackmail you.
I don't think you would do that.
Probably true.
He's a priest. What else do you expect?
Follow the light of Lathander or else.
Well, I was going to make a really inappropriate joke, but I'm not going to.
Okay. You guys make it. I'm just going to say you make it. It takes a couple days. You make it to the foothills area near where the hill giant steading is supposed to be located. With the help of Schmo and Anselm, you're able to find a small cave about a mile and a half away from the steading to make your base of operations. You've got you were each given a horse, and you have 2 pack animals that you were given to carry rations. You have enough stuff for like, let's see what it says. I think it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks worth of everything you would need. Nice. All right. Do y'all want to go ahead and go in, or do you want to stop here with whoever this is drawing?
Oh, come on.
Oh, share that screen.
That was not me.
Share that screen.
That was not me. I
Who did
didn't do
that?
that.
Who did that?
Sorry.
I didn't do that.
I
That
believe
was not me.
it. Don't share it. That's not safe.
Wow. Wow, guys. Wow.
All right. Do you want to
Everybody's gonna think I did that.
I'm certain you did.
That was look. I was coloring in red. That was obviously not me.
Sure. Do you want to go ahead and check out the steading, or do you guys want to stop here?
Freaking priest
stop
up
here.
here.
It was, yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah, I just drew a penis. Blame Matt for it. I need to go to bed.
It wasn't me. I've got pink.
Finish that sentence.
It's my favorite crayon.
Dot.
I've got pink. ...
All right. Well, let me drag you guys over here to the danger map.
Danger zone.
Danger zone. The new season started. You guys been watching?
Not yet.
Does it come on Hulu or anything?
I just watch it on Everse.
Yeah, I guess I could technically have.
If you have a
I have them.
login, you can watch it online. Just go to fx.com and watch them.
I wish they would just go back to doing like the regular thing. It's not always something crazy every season now.
Yeah, the last
3 seasons.
3 seasons have been kind of like in Archer's mind.
Well, the last season was in Archer's mind.
Yeah. And you don't know what this one is, so maybe he's still in his mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
It's,
So
it's funny though. So
it is funny. Pam is like a beefy, brawly dude.
yeah,
All right, we'll stop here with the 4 of you strolling up to the front door of the Old Giant Hotel.
we're
Sounds
actually going to the hotel.
So,
I think it's a joke. Danger zone.
Danger zone.
Or something like that. That's what it's called.
I mean, I drink socially.
That's right.
And then every other opportunity.
I wear that shirt to every bourbon bottle share that I have with my local bourbon group.
Nice.
He drinks socially so that he can act antisocial.
That's not true. I'm a friendly guy. All right, guys.
Call it there. We're almost playing D&D now. We're like you can see where it's going to start.
We used some D&D rules to search for armor tonight and stuff, so we were definitely playing D&D.
I was gonna say, there's nothing wrong with having a role play session between the hack and slash.
Certainly with all the setup and stuff. Did you guys get some good stuff?
Yeah, we got that armor for Brandon, and I got some pretty good information.
Mm-hmm.
That's on our presence to the larger Harper organization, so they're looking out for us.
When you got that letter back, you got a note saying that Jay is in Waterdeep, and he was curious about
Not going there. No, I've lost that letter.
of the loot from Ravenloft that he had left with you.
Mm-hmm.
Lost that letter.
He would be in touch shortly in person. That's what I said.
Yeah, let's see if he finds us.
He's sneaky.
He probably will.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he does.
I'm just saying you don't want a trained assassin angry.
Loyal Schmo will alert us if he's nearby.
Well, it's not like Jay would be angry with you as long as you give him his share.
It's not
So, so the whole time we've been playing, you've been observed.
a cat.
That's very freaky.
All right. Definitely not sleeping well tonight.
Mm-mm.
Stop there.